What's up, everybody? Lockup Talk Missouri here. I'm your host, as always, Aaron. If I could, man, get y'all go to the channel, subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. That way I can branch out a little bit more. So originally, the reason why I started this channel is because I wanted to basically be a news outlet for the Missouri Department of Corrections. And I mean, like doing 5 years in Missouri, I was kind of curious, what I know it sounds crazy, but I was kind of curious what went on and what continues to go on after I've left, right? And, I mean, I'd like to bring everything going on out here into the light. Think it'd be kind of interesting. And I basically just want to be a news outlet for what goes on in there, man. I think that it's interesting and I think it needs to be talked about. Like I said, I think good and bad needs to be talked about and, you know, brought to y'all. So, anyway, they actually got a lot of good stuff going on right now. They've fought to gather up 113 million in staff pay increases, and they are appearing to be trying to bounce back from COVID hitting them like it did, hitting all of us like it did. They're hiring more and more and more staff, which is great because without staff, I mean, it's bad. I I started experiencing it before I left, before COVID, like way before COVID. I got out in 2018, and staff, it was bad. Like they didn't have they'd have one person per wing, and sometimes you wouldn't even see that guard for hours, hour or so. Movement gets restricted, yard time, rec time. Then you have angry inmates. Angry convicts is not a good thing. Uh, we go there. They send us. They send guys there to be reprogrammed, basically, right? Department of Corrections are sending you to correct you. So how are we correcting the problem? We're supposed to have programs, rehabilitation, schooling, uh, stuff like HVAC to help us get out here and be better and to have foundation to build on, right? But if there's not staff, then it's hard for them to be able to do that. Then in turn, you're just putting men in a room and telling them to be good, and here's your out date, and then we're letting them back out with no education. We're letting them back out the way they came in. They no programming, no nothing. Like, here, come sit down in timeout, and then get back out and do the same thing. No programming, and even the treatments. I've heard from guys that were going to the treatments, to the rehab treatments, the institutional treatments, which I've been through one, and it was literally like, I don't know how to describe it. Intense, like intense rehab probation. Like, I don't even know. Like that, I need to make a video on the institutional treatment program, the 120 that I went through, because wow, that was a trip. That it's like, I don't even know how to describe that, man. Like boot camp. I've never been to boot camp, but I'm assuming boot camp on steroids. So I don't even know, man. But yeah, but I was being told by guys that are going through that they're just basically housing them like they would in a normal GP unit, the yard. They're just housing them. They're not doing no program, or they wasn't doing no programming. They wasn't doing nothing. So you're sending guys that are apparently need help into a institutional treatment facility and just putting them in a room and giving them canteen and letting them hit the yard, and that's GP. Like, they're literally having no classes, no programming, no none of that because they don't have the staff. So $113 million in pay increases is awesome, man. That means that money will go to hiring new CEOs. It'll go to making sure that they're all right with what they're being paid so that they'll stick around. That way we don't have this problem again. So that is a really good thing. I think we're going to see the volume of staff go up tremendously over the years. Hopefully, that way we can get people rehabilitated right and get people back out here to their family and get them being productive citizens and welders and all that good stuff. We don't want them. The only thing they know how to do is pick up a gun and a bag of dope. So that is a good thing. That's one good thing. And then another thing I noticed, I think it was at MECC, the Restorative Justice Program has their garden is booming, and they have, I think it was 4,000 pounds of produce that they have came up with in the just weeks, man. And they're donating, pounds and pounds and pounds of produce every day. So that is a great thing. Um, Man, this one I really like, and I'm pretty sure this is for the honor dorm guys, like the guys that don't get in trouble, which is cool. It gives you more incentive to not get in trouble in there, man. But for the honor dorm guys and the guys that have been out there, I'm pretty sure it's like a year. I can't remember how long the honor dorm is. Somebody have to, Harvey, if you remember, you have to remind me on that. How long you have to be violation free to be. I can't remember if it's a year to be looked at for it or not. But honor dorm guys, man. And I'm not sure if this is just at lower levels. I'll have to look into this more. Forgive me for that. I'm going to post all the news clippings and all this, where I found all this at the end of the video. So check that out at the end of the video. But I'm not sure. Again, forgive me if it's just lower level or if it's all levels honor dorm or what. I mean, honor dorm's higher security, so I'm not sure if they have honor dorm because I mean at a lower level. I'm not sure if they have. I wouldn't say they would have honor dorms at lower levels, man, because it's all open anyway, but I don't know. I would say that would be work release at lower levels. But anyway, at the higher level, I'm going to go ahead and say the higher levels because that's the whole point of the honor dorm. They get out more than being locked down like the other guys that are in normal GP. They get out more. They're out all day basically in the wing. They get more rec time. They get to do puppies for parole, which I'm going to get into that more here in a minute too. There's more on that they're doing too. But anyway, honor dorm guys, man, their families are letting their family members come in, walk inside the prison, walk the track with them, get a chance to play basketball. I'll have to, I think it's kind of like they're doing it right now as a test run. Um, so as more comes out on that, like I'll have to find out how long it is and like how much time you get with your family and what sports y'all can play. But from what I've seen, they're letting your family members, like your son, wife, whatever the family member, immediate family member, into the prison. Y'all can walk the track. Y'all can play basketball. Just hang out, man. Hang out with your family. It's crazy that they're letting them in the prison, But it's cool, man, to have that one-on-one with your family, man. To just some of them guys ain't seen their family members like that in years, man. And to just be able to get out and walk, even in, I mean, I guess some guys there'd be different takes from each guy. Some aren't gonna want their family member to come inside of a prison, in a level 5 prison. Other guys, man, that's gonna be great for them. They're gonna get to hug and walk and talk with their son that they ain't been able to do that with maybe ever. So that's good. I think it gives guys good incentive to really like stay out of trouble, man. Kind of like the food visits. The food visits, your family could come up and visit you and bring food from anywhere you wanted, as long as you stayed out of trouble. Da 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 da. they could come up and you could get a food visit. I can't remember how many each year, month. I can't remember. I never got visits like that. You know, my family lived way too far away for that. You know what I mean? So if you got family coming up visiting you like that, that is great. Yeah, they're letting them in. Y'all can walk the track together and just really get to be family, even if for an hour. You know what I mean? So that's a big deal. I know that I would, if I was in prison and I had some time to do, I would be to the fullest staying out of trouble. You know what I mean? That way I could take a walk on the track with my anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody in my family. That would be cool, man. That would give me a lot of want and will to not get in trouble, you know, and especially, you know, not just for me but for them. So that's cool, man. We're gonna definitely keep an eye on that one, and I'll have more on that as that develops more. And then, yeah, man, there's a lot of good stuff going on. Just, you know, I really like that one. That one blew my mind. But anyway, yeah, and they've got the puppies for parole. That's another thing I want to jump into. They've always kind of had the puppies for parole around, and it's for those guys, you know, that are kind of honor dorm status. They get a dog, you know, and if they go home, if they're short timers, the dog can go with them. They can adopt the dog and take the dog from prison to home, you know. So they brought in training, like I guess you could say, like veterinarian training programs into the prison to basically like teach how, like, if your dog needs first aid care, or they were even doing CPR on these dogs, like really going into stuff I've never seen before with these guys, like care for your animal, you know. It's really cool, you know, hands-on, anything like that. That's hands-on programs to get them guys to even be like a sponge to learn, you know, soak up everything. You can't learn too much, you know what I mean? And in prison, we need more and more and more and more programs. Keep these guys busy, keep them active, keep them building the foundation to build a great structure and get out and be a productive citizen, man. Even learning how to give CPR to a dog, like simple as that. You would be surprised how just little things, man, can build a great human being and shape a great productive citizen, man, with these programs. And we need as many of them as we can get, and we need as much staff as we can get. And I'm fully seeing that from what the news forums I go to. Like I research on Missouri prisons a lot. Um, from what I'm seeing, man, they're taking a step in the right direction. They're trying to get more staff. They're trying to get the pay raises up for them. That way they stick around. That way we don't have these problems no more. That way they can have these programs, man. They can make new programs where family members get to come inside of the gates and hang out with you for the day. Um, Produce, that was cool, man. Feeding people, you know, donating food to schools and stuff like that. That's awesome, man. Seen a lot of cool stuff go on in there. Really, really, really impressed me, man, whenever I went to the forum and found all this. There's another story in there that, I guess they had a UPS driver, I guess, come into the prison to deliver packages. And from my understanding, it's at the higher level. I'm not quite sure how this happened, but UPS driver or a FedEx driver came into, I do believe it was, I'll have to look into it more. I'm going to post it at the end of this. I can't remember if it was Bonne Terre or, can't remember which prison, man, but it will be at the end of this video. Forgive me, I jumped on here and did this video real quick. But, yeah, they had a FedEx driver or a delivery driver come into, I do believe Bonne Terre, but I can't remember, one of the prisons, and one of the inmates snatched it and tried to escape with it. And I don't think they made it through to the kill fence, but they made it through one of the perimeter fences right before the electric fence. And I guess guys with the rifle took the vehicle out, disabled the vehicle. I'm guessing they shot the motor mount or the motor or the tires or something and disabled the vehicle before he was able to, I guess, get through the fence. But that's crazy to me. I wanted to bring that out. That's another story that I seen on there. I'm gonna post that at the end of this too. Yeah, I guess he was gonna jump in the FedEx truck and get out of there, man. But I'm pretty sure that that does it for the video. I think that's all the news I have right now. What's going on? I mean, there's more, but I want to look into it a little bit more. I wanted some other stories that for another time. Yeah, I think the FedEx truck. Wow, he wanted to get out of there. But yeah, anyway, man, some really good stuff going on. Stuff that I really think they're trying, man. It looks like they're trying, and I hope to see more programs, and I hope to have more updates and more news to come y'all's way very soon. Just know that I'm super busy, but don't think I'm putting y'all on the back burner. I am Googling and researching what's going on in these prisons and asking questions from guys that are getting out. And I'm doing my homework. Anything that goes on in any of the Missouri Department of Corrections, I am going to bring to you and you will know about. There are some stories that I am going to be doing on some certain individuals that were in certain prisons. Just some certain stuff that has gone on that people don't know about. Guys have lost their lives that people don't know about. Things that have happened that's crazy that we're not being told. Stuff that we don't know about, good and bad, that we should know out here. Like that should be brought to the light more. I feel. But anyway, man, I hope y'all are doing great out there. It's the weekend. Finally get to relax a little bit. I'm tired as hell right now. It's 11. That's late for me. Put in a 13-hour shift today, and I'm really tired and probably going to go shower, go to bed, and I think I'm going to jump on here tomorrow, do some research, and I think we might do a story tomorrow. Some of my encounters. I don't know what story I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to think of one. I've got very many, so I'm going to think of a good one. We're going to shoot it tomorrow, and I'll get it on here, man, and I promise I'll start posting more. Like I said, I'm very busy with work. I really want to take this serious, and I will. I'm just so busy all the time. But videos are coming. I haven't forgot y'all. I ain't putting y'all on the back burner. And I do want to be the number one, bring the news from the Missouri Department of Corrections to y'all. Man, so that's my goal. If I can do that, that'd be great. That's all I want to do, really. So, anyway, Lock Up Talk, Missouri. I'm just rambling now. It's 11 o'clock. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Y'all have a great night. Lock Up Talk, Missouri out. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Later.